Tomorrow they'll be up against Chong and Lee, who beat their fellow Malaysians Lin and Tazari. So it's not a normal Malaysian affair in the final, but the Danes, Simon Archer, safely through. And it didn't look as if they were going to get there after the first few points.
No, their experience certainly came through there. They were 14-5 down in the first game, really under the cosh, and Abdul and Gan really couldn't get over that final mark in that first game, and it cost them, because after losing a game like that, when you've been in such control, it's really difficult then to come back in the next game and try and impose yourself. And Eriksson and Lundgaard was superb once they came back at them.
Yeah, it should be a final to look forward to, that one in the men's doubles tomorrow. Like I said earlier, the games at the All England Championships come thick and fast. Joe Davis, the next match features the best player in the world in the men's singles, Lin Dan. They're already on court warming up just a few minutes away, and up against Lee Chong Wei. Lin Dan seems to have played himself into a bit of form over the course of this tournament.
He has. He had a good quarter-final last night with Kenneth Jonasson and beat him fairly comfortably in 2 sets. And his opponent today beat Chen Hong, Chinese player, good player, beat him in 3 sets, took quite a long time, 70 minutes. So I think Lin Dan will be coming through this fairly comfortably today.
Simon, what do you think of this one? You see Lin Dan being challenged at all?
Well, Lin Dan is world #1, but my tip for the tournament was Lee Chong Wei at the beginning of the week. I'm going to have to say something different to Joe here.
What a surprise.
To be fair, you got the last one right. You said the Danes were going to win, and they did.
Yeah, well, I was lucky really, because with the Malaysians sort of stumbling, but this should be a great match. I mean, they're both quick players, and I think the winner of the tournament will come out of this match.
Well, there you go. We'll see, won't we? We'll bring it back to haunt you if it doesn't happen like that, of course. Let's head back to Birmingham and rejoin Darren and Gillian.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Lee Chong Wei, Malaysia.
Lee Chong Wei being introduced to the crowd by the umpire.
On my left, Lin Dan, China.
And Lin Dan, very popular with the crowd here in Birmingham. So the Malaysian in the red shirt nearest to us.
Straight away, Lin Dan onto the net early. Outright winning cross-court net shot.
Good disguise on the drop shot from Lee Chong Wei.
Yeah, good movement from him. Could have took the backhand, went round the head. Still in balance.
Semi-finalist last year, Lee Chong Wei lost to Chen Hong, who went on to take the title and got revenge in yesterday's quarter-final match.
Yeah, good play from Lee. But again, it come from taking Lin Dan on at the net.
Oh, straight down the line.
Yeah, and it's not giving him time. It's straight into the match. Every opportunity, putting the pressure onto Lin Dan. Yeah, good deception from Lin Dan. And when it's up like that, there's only going to be one result.
Darren, the fact that Lin Dan has taken 4 hours 43 minutes to get through his 4 previous matches, is that physically going to have an effect on him for today's semi-final?
It could do, Jill, but it just seems to me his quarter-finals and his 3rd round, he just seemed to knuckle down that little bit more and get better as the matches get harder. And he seems, you know, he focuses more. He doesn't go on little spurts where he's not concentrating. And yesterday against Kennett, you know, he played an awesome game.
Champion 2 years ago, Lindan. Beaten finalist last year, losing out to Chen Hong.
10-3.
Just apologising for the net cord.
Match won by Zhang.
5 titles Lindan won last year.
11-3.
And reached 3 other finals as well, beaten in 3 other finals. So 8 finals in total. It's no wonder he's world number 1.
Yeah, Lee got the lift he wanted. Went for the gap. The smash. Now Lindan's backhand just pulled it wide.
Lee Chong Wei, certainly a player in form coming into this tournament. 2 weeks ago, he won the Swiss Open, beating Charles Ranzer, the 2003 world champion, in the final. And when I say beat him, 15-8, 15-love. And the speed with which he was playing in Switzerland was quite extraordinary. And that's the thing about the Malaysian. To me, he never looks that spectacular, but what he does exceptionally well.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at him, you don't realise how fast he's moving. His speed of shot, in the way he moves his opponent around, is very good.
2-5.
Just wide.
Yeah, he dug himself out of trouble there. Great retrieving. Got back in the rally.
Well, you cannot afford to hit the shuttle short against Lindan. Here the cross-court clear, not high enough or deep enough. Severely punished by Lindan.
Yeah, great flick. So used to him just coming in, blocking the net shot. This time holds. Flicks Lee. Great accuracy.
Plumb on the line. Lee Chong Wei, bronze medal at the World Championships last year in Anaheim. Lost to Taufik Hidayat of Indonesia. Went on to take the gold medal. And if you're wondering why Taufik Hidayat is not here at the All England Championships, he's getting married. Therefore, this didn't fit into his programme. But I'm sure he'll be back next year. It's the only major title he hasn't won. Well, great retrieving initially from Lin Dan.
4-7.
Yeah, he dived the full length to get a drop shot back. Just got a little bit carried away with a rally.
Well, that's interesting, the number of winning shots that Lin Dan has directed down his opponent's backhand, all 6 of them. And far more winners altogether. Twice as many, in fact.
Serve 7-4.
Oh, wonderful play and control at the net from Lee Chong Wei.
Yeah, great spinning net shot from him. Lin Dan doing well to even get it back over the net, but very cool and casual from Lee.
It's the injection of pace, isn't it, Darren? I mean, he calmly plays the rally and then suddenly moves quicker to the shuttle.
Yeah, he just explodes into action. He sometimes, you know, he's 4 points where he just hits his opponent around, moving about, and all of a sudden 4 points where he'll just be like lightning.
Serve 4-7.
Oh, it's such a good rally.
They're very fast paced, both players moving around. In the end, it's the shot to the backhand side of Lee that produces a winner for Lin Dan.
There's some unbelievable backhand defence there from Lee Chong Wei. was the one. How he managed to whip that across court, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he surprised Lindan.
Yeah, good judgment, shuffled just along of that back line.
5-8.
Well, that's sensational. Seemed to be out of position, pushed to all four corners of the court, and then Lindan produces a shot like that.
Yeah, it's frustrating for Lee because he really was dictating that rally, making Lindan work so hard. And all of a sudden, out the blue, he hits a winner.
Just showing the court attendant where the problem was. Oh, trying to be extra clever at the net, but Lindan wasn't fooled at all.
No, superb spinning net shot there. We see it from Lindan. He tries a deceptive return. Lindan straight on top of it.
8-5. Play.
Lee Chong Wei can't believe the call. Yeah, that was plumb on the line. Great call by the line judge. No doubt that time.
Good movement from Lee. Nice purpose to the rally. Good smash down the forehand side. Just moves straight into the net at pace. Anticipating Lindan's return.
Such power on the smash.
Yeah, it's so clever play because he's been hitting his smashes onto the backhand defence of Lee, but that time swishes it straight into the body. You could see Lee just moving over to the backhand side.
11-7.
Lindan seems to have this ability to know when to pile on the pressure and when to just up his game.
Yeah, you can just see it in his play. He just seems to just go that extra gear at the vital moments.
Yeah, exactly like that. The injection of pace, and suddenly...
You know, he can be so patient, but working his opposition still so hard, but all of a sudden...
Well, Lindan annoyed at himself for missing that one.
Yeah, frustrated. It's normally a bread and butter shot for him. Onto his racket, he guides that across so superbly.
Oh, it's landed in. And the umpire, Chris Taylor, just saying to Lee Chong Wei, don't try and influence the line judge. Let him make his own decision. Superb. Finds the line once more.
Yeah, unbelievable angle. Both players doing some great attacking, but in the end, it's just that little bit extra from Lindan.
So now game points for the world number one. And converts the first time of asking. Lindan, the left-hander, in superb form, taking the opening game, 15-9.
First game won by Lindan, 15.
It's only a car. A car is a car is a car. With nuts and bolts and leather and cogs and steel and wood and glass, intelligent wipers and head-up displays, alloy and oil, sensors and sound. Digital mapping and satellite tracking. Twists and turns and smiles and miles. Infrared eyes and self-drying brakes and one little key. A car. It's only a car.
"23 minutes for that opening game as we look at the winning shots from Lin Dan. 16 of them aimed towards the Malaysians' backhand side. And that really is extraordinary. Darren, you picked up on that very early on, that there was perhaps a weakness with the Malaysian on his backhand defence.
Yeah, he just seemed to be covering his forehand a little bit more. But Lin Dan, very clever. Many of his winners down there, but when he needed to, he changed the angle, went at the body of Lee. He just seems a very controlled player at the moment in Lin Dan.
Just wide. I suppose the other thing we can draw from that stat is the fact that Lee Chong Wei doesn't actually play that many winners. He waits for his opponent or forces his opponent to make an error.
That's right. He normally grinds down his opponent, very physical, but when you're playing against someone like Lin Dan, as the rallies go on, he's making you work harder than you want to go, and that one shot you hit loose is onto it so quick.
2 love. Service over. Love 2.
Never shows much emotion, does Lee Chong Wei. Very difficult to know how the man is feeling, whether he's still upbeat or whether he's struggling out on court. Whereas Lin Dan, in contrast, very animated, shares his feelings with the spectators. And that, of course, is why the spectators warm to him. Incredible.
Yeah, you don't often see him take a backhand, but just reached up, rolled it cross court. Lin Dan to be happy. 3 quite soft points. He didn't really have to work for them. Another smash, aimed down the backhand side, and another winner.
Apologises for the good fortune of the net cord. Well, there we saw an injection of pace from Lee Chong Wei.
Yeah, good smash for him there, but look how quick he came on for the return. No, Lin Dan was out of position. It had to come back to the net.
I think in a way I'd like to see the Malaysian doing more of that. The quick movement suddenly within the rally, changing the pace. Certainly works for Lin Dan. It's his trademark.
Well, absolutely, and as we see Lee doing there, it does work from him, but it's just got to insert his presence a little bit more on the game.
Service over. 5-2.
A little wry smile from Lin Dan because he knows that the final smash probably would have gone long of that back line.
Yeah, it was a very flat smash hit from Lee as he was going backwards.
Yet another smash down the backhand side.
Yeah, he's definitely struggling, especially from Lin Dan's round the head position. His straight smash, backhand side of Lee.
Oh, it's a great rally. And this is beginning to get a little bit predictable that the winning shot is going to go down the Malaysian backhand side.
6-2.
A long, long rally, and he waited for that opening. He didn't try and hit it too quickly, just kept pushing and pulling Lee round the court. Finally gets the lift he wanted, picked it out.
Lin Dan just indicating that he wants the court mopped. Look at that, 20 winning shots from Lin Dan directed at his opponent's backhand side. 23 winning shots in total as opposed to 9 from Lee Chong Wei, and that is a considerable difference. Oh my word. Well, just casually walked into the shot.
Cool as you like. He stayed there, he knew it was coming. Lee saw him, he couldn't believe that he'd stayed at the net.
Seven, 2. 8-2.
Playing the shot as he's on the floor, but to no avail, hitting wide.
Two, 8.
What a net shot. Lin Dan coming forward, but still couldn't do anything with it. Such was the quality from Lee Chong Wei.
Yeah, it had to be tight because Lin Dan was there.
4-8.
Well, he may have made the error, but there was good signs in that rally from Lee Chong Wei. The fact that he was prepared to take the initiative. And I guess if there's really one criticism about Lin Dan, it's the fact that he does quite often find it difficult to keep his focus throughout the entirety of a match.
Well, he plays at such a high level, and we're sort of coming to expect this now. He just goes for a few points where all of a sudden the pace slows down, there's a couple of errors from him, but you know very soon the danger signals will come and up he'll go.
6-8.
We are certainly right about the errors. But it's extraordinary. I mean, the world number one, 8-2 up, seemed to be cruising. And now all of a sudden he's allowed the Malaysian right back into it.
And like we were saying, it's not the winners from Lee. It really is the sort of errors from Lin Dan that's brought Lee right back in this game.
Well, Lee Chong Wei has got to be very wary about these cross-court clears or any clear down the backhand side of the left-hander, because he's just leaping in the air and then thundering it down the Malaysian's backhand side.
Yeah, he's playing to Lin Dan's strengths and his weakness.
Lee Chong Wei just saying to the umpire that Lin Dan is tampering with the shuttle, just bending the ends of the feathers back to make the shuttle fly a little bit slower. Display of passion there from Lee Chong Wei. Squeal of delight at the end of the rally. He's missed it.
It's just gone a little bit wild. I don't know if he's physically starting to feel the pace of the game.
We have to come back and think about the earlier matches in this year's championships.
8, 9.
2 of his matches going to 3 games, but all of his matches lasting at least an hour.
Normally, if he's going to make a move, it normally comes around the 9 mark. He tries to give himself a little gap.
What a physically testing rally.
Tough rally. Both players moving the distance. In the end, again, Lee's net shot extremely tight. It had to be. Onto the backhand net of Lindan.
Look at the number of winners from Lindan, but also more errors than his opponent. But at least his winners are more than his errors, unlike the Malaysian.
Nine, 10. Service over. 10, 9.
Yeah, I think Lee hoping that was going to fall out. Yeah, good call.
How many times has Lindan managed to place that shuttle, lifting it right onto that back line? Well, he's certainly done it too many times for it to be luck. That time just long of the back line.
9.
Oh my goodness, it was just long.
Left.
Definitely more aggression in that rally from the Malaysian.
Yeah, he mixed it up. Good change of direction. One to the backhand, next one down the forehand.
forced to lift short by the quality of the net play from Lin Dan.
A great spinning net shot. Couldn't lift the shuttle any deeper. That time Lee just taking the pace off his smash. Not giving Lin Dan anything to work with.
Well, that is quite unbelievable. How on earth did Lee Chong-wei return this one? And how did Lin Dan miss it?
He never expected that to come back. You can see the disappointment on his face. There's trademark winner. Backhand side of Lee.
10,
Yet again.
11.
Well, that must be psychological games going on between the two players. One wants to change it, the other doesn't. Change the shuttle. Miss it from Lin Dan.
And he's definitely not having things his own way.
11.
Lee's a little bit more purpose about his play. Yeah, lovely change of direction from Lee. He really did mean that. Great angle up high in the forehand, cut across the feathers.
Extraordinary net shot from Lee Chong-wei.
His confidence seems to be growing around the net area.
13.
Really prepared to take Lin Dan on.
And now the Malaysian just 2 points away from this second game. Lin Dan saying no, the shuttle's okay, and umpire Chris Taylor agreeing with him. it's landed in.
Yeah, perfect placement from Lee.
13-10.
Clearly a bad misjudgment from Lin Dan. Careless error from the world #1.
14, game point 10.
And now the first opportunity for the Malaysian to send this the full distance.
Service over. 10-14.
Yeah, Lin Dan coming from the back.
14-10.
On the move, trying to play that net shot, but Lee was there.
Second game point. Oh, goodness me. He's brave to leave that at the back of the court.
Service over. 10-14.
Lin Dan, you're right. Darren really does impose his character and his presence on court. So often dictates the pace of the game in that, you know, when he wants to towel down, takes his time, even when the umpire doesn't allow him.
10-14.
Seems to walk an awfully long way to go and pick up the shuttle.
Service over. 14-10.
So perhaps third time lucky for Lee Chong Wei.
Bagi dia, tunggu dia mistake.
Oh, it's just wide. That must have missed by a whisker.
14.
Desperately close.
Both players looking at the line judge.
Okay, thank you.
That was a tired-looking shot from Lin Dan. He let it drop. Normally he jumps up into the forehand, took it very late.
Maybe on the fourth game point. Indeed. And we have a thrilling semi-final on our hands. Lin Dan slams his racket into his racket bag. Obvious frustration and allowing his opponent back into the match. From that 8-2 advantage, Lin Dan just couldn't keep the pressure on. A few unforced errors and it allowed the Malaysian right back into it. And now the Malaysian Lee Chong Wei looking full of confidence. Confirmation of the score. One game apiece. Deciding coming up.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. It's crunch time for a place in the Super Bowl. A conference championship doubleheader sponsored by Coors tomorrow 8 p.m. Sky Sports Extra.
Expand your business with the Dell Inspiron 6000. It features Intel Centrino mobile technology. It's the perfect combination of Intel's mobile performance and Dell's rock-solid durability. In our January sale, it's now just £539 with free delivery and 15-month McAfee Security Centre. And the only way to buy one is direct from Dell. Can I confidently go mobile?
1 month ago, Nick decided to say yes to everything and anything. He took up jogging, went clubbing, bought a pet. And in the weeks that followed, Nick learnt a valuable lesson, that things get a lot more exciting when you say yes.
Say yes with a Virgin credit card.
118-24-7. Oh, hello, yes. Could you give me the number for a dog training school in Guildford, please? I'd particularly like one that does home visits.
I'll text you the word.
Text me? No, could you actually put me straight through?
118-24-7. Whatever you want, just yell.
For the rush, for the challenge, for the action. To help, to protect, to serve. For the places, for the people, for the laughs. With compassion, with courage, with confidence. As a unit, as a team, through it all together. Armoured infantry, forward as one.
Hello? I've got Doug on line 1. Put him through.
Duck! Duck! It's Doug!
What's the matter?
I think I've done something to the telly!
What do you mean, something?
The blue screen with the words on it, it's gone all different.
Right. Yes, that's because the Sky Guide's been improved, Dog.
That'll be brilliant! Won't it, Duck?
Yes, Dog.
Coming soon. The new upgraded program guide makes Sky simple. It's your Sky. What do you want to watch?
So, Hutch, do you got any more questions?
Yeah, well, sure. We could... What's your sign?
Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson.
No!
Starsky and Hutch, tonight at 8 and 9 on Sky Movies.
Welcome back. Crowd at the NIA being treated to a fascinating men's singles semi-final between Lin Dan and Lee Chong Wei. Just waiting to come back out for the deciding game. Sell out today, as it is tomorrow. It's a finals day at the All England Championships. It's at 12:30 for the best seat in the house. So you're right here on Sky Sports 3. Ems and Robertson, of course, in action tomorrow. We'll find out who they play later on this evening. Let's head back to Birmingham and rejoin our commentary team for this deciding game. Darren and Jill.
Well, the world number one, Lin Dan from China, must be wondering what on earth went wrong. Seemed to be cruising a game and 8-2 up, and then it all went so horribly wrong for him. But all credit to Lee Chong Wei of Malaysia, because he stuck to his resolve. And Darren, it was very interesting in the 5-minute break. Lin Dan sitting talking to his coach hardly speaking to him at all, just a couple of quick pointers, whereas Lee Chong-wei, his coach Lee Mao, was very animated in giving him lots of instructions. I just wonder whether too many instructions sometimes can be a little confusing. I suppose it depends on the character of the player.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Lin Dan will be very, very disappointed. Games. He was in control. He was a game and 8-2 up, and all of a sudden he put the brakes on, and then Lee turned it around and started to get into the game and played very well. And I think he worked Lin Dan harder than he wanted to be worked.
Incredible. What a net exchange. One net cord. I'll just hit a net cord back. Brilliant. Well, as with his 4 previous matches, Lin Dan, another match has gone past the hour mark. It's 5 hours, 43 minutes he's played in these championships already.
A superb shot from Lee. His confidence is growing. You can see he's up in the pace. He's working Lin Dan so hard.
Well, there it is again, the winning smash down the backhand side of the Malaysian.
Yeah, he was waiting for that one, poised it up in his forehand.
I'm really surprised that the Malaysian hasn't started looking for that smash down the backhand side. I suppose if he does that, then he leaves his forehand exposed.
Yeah, he'll be pleased that he got through the second game. Things turned his way. It looks like he's just knocked the edge off Lin Dan. He's not quite as explosive as what he was in the first game and a half.
Chinese coach looking a little bit concerned at the moment.
One three. Lin Dan, please.
Oh, once again, such a hard rally physically.
Yeah, just not quite the length on the... cross-court clear, but he got away with it. Lin Dan pulling it just wide.
I just wonder if that's a sign that he's beginning to lose his patience.
Yeah, I think so. Lee was pushing him so hard deep, he was forcing him to take it round the head. Again, Lindan, up he goes, right shot, clear winner, but just missing the line. Didn't see him miss any of them in the first game.
Well, they're more of an effort to get forward to the net as early as possible. Just guiding the shuttle cross court.
He struggled in the second half of the second game. When he was coming into the net, he missed quite a few of them, just because he was an ounce off his pace.
Fantastic reactions from Lee Chong Wei.
Absolutely brilliant. The right play from Lindan, went for the knockoff. Before he won the point, Lee quick enough to get back and react.
And the Malaysian really beginning to stamp his authority on this match. I think the interesting thing, Darren, when you look at the Malaysian's previous matches, the 2 times he has gone to 3 games so far in the tournament, in the second round against Bjorn Jopin of Germany, and also in the quarterfinal against the holder Chen Hong from China. In the deciding game, he's won the first match 15-3, and then the quarterfinal 15-2. So his physical strength in the third and deciding game has been absolutely decisive.
Yeah, and he started very, very well. He looks confident. I'm sure in a 5-minute break they'd have been saying, push the pace, keep the rallies going. You've knocked the edge off him.
There's beautiful placement.
Yeah, Lindan smashing, not his normal, wasn't quite in position. What a defence, cross court, finding the gap.
And in all honesty, Lindan desperately needs some more points before they change ends. First player to 8 points changes ends in this deciding game. But he's not able to play himself into this game.
No, he's not. You know, we're used to seeing him explosive movements, 3 or 4 points where he's dictating, but at the moment he's having to try and retrieve.
Indeed, he changes ends with the advantage. 8-1 in this deciding game.
I say normally Lindan's so good at that, but he's just half a yard slower.
Just proves the fact you can't afford to get complacent in a match. We really did think he was cruising through it at 8-2 up in that second game. Tried a couple of really fancy shots, they didn't work, and now look what's happened. He's 8-1 down in the decider. Doesn't seem to be able to regain his form. And the Chinese #1 is in all sorts of trouble. Now he has more errors than winners.
Service over.
What a reversal.
1-8.
Straight down the line.
Yeah, he needed that. Forced himself this time just to get behind the shuttle. Good accuracy.
It was a good shot, but you do have to question why Lee Chong-wei was clearing across court.
Absolutely. It's not been in his favour when he's done that, but as we see there, he went out the forehand side of Lin Dan. And again, great defence from the forehand. Difficult shot to do. Great defence from Lin Dan, full stretch, somehow got his racket on it. Lee wasn't expecting that back.
Looking up towards the lights.
8-2.
Lin Dan hanging on in there. He's not going to give it up.
Woods landed in.
3-8.
Misjudgment followed by an unforced error.
Yeah, giving Lin Dan some encouragement. 2 easy points.
Oh, but that's extraordinary. What deception overhead. Lin Dan's got to be one of the fastest players in the world, and he was just left standing.
Absolutely. Very rarely you see Lin Dan get called out.
Service over. 4-9.
Well, he really has bided his time, has Lee Chong Wei. But when he does inject pace,
9-4.
it really is devastating. Oh, he's missed it. What a golden opportunity.
Yeah, be disappointed with that. That was a one. Lindan doing well to get it back. Just put too much on the cut.
And the umpire allowing the players off court while the court is mopped. Points won from errors. 61%. That pointed out by Darren Hall earlier on in the match that Lee Chong Wei does wait for his opponent to make an awful lot of errors or force him into error. Oh, it's landed on the line.
Yeah, not that time. This time Lindan Atlanet just holding, keeping Lee guessing which way.
Oh, that's brilliant. One of the rare smashes that have won the rally for Lindan that has directed down his opponent's forehand side. Just senses a crucial phase in this match. Yeah, either Lindan is going to come right back into this.
6-9.
Yeah, it's giving him some encouragement.
Yes, clever variation on the downward shot from Lee Chong Wei. Really a half smash there, Darren.
Yeah, it was clever placing. He didn't give him any angles to work with, just down the centre of the court.
Good, patient rally once more from Lee Chong Wei.
Yeah, another physical rally. This stage in the game. Tough rallies.
Lindan asking the umpire if he can towel down, and Chris Taylor saying no, got to play on.
10-6. Service over. 6-10.
And once again, Lindan refused to go off and tail down. Obviously, the umpire feels that it's a tactical ploy. That's superb.
Yeah, set up a good flick, deep into the backhand, causing Lindan taking it late, forcing him to hit a short lift. Great straight smash though.
Thank you.
Yes, good early judgment. He knew immediately that the lift was going to go long of that back line.
Service over. 6-11.
Goodness me, well, that was desperately close.
Service over.
Lee regains the service quickly, no damage done.
Slight hesitation from the Malaysian. Perhaps thinking that the shuttle may have fallen wide of the court. Yes, Lindan totally deceived. Coming forward and the Malaysian just flicking the shuttle over his head.
11-6.
Terrific.
Great variation from Lee. He's gone down the backhand side of Lindan many times. Lindan full stretch, up it goes again. This time changes it. Superb smash.
Missed it.
Yeah, right shot, it was there. There's the gap. Pushed it wide.
13.
Well, Lindan has to react now, otherwise it's going to be too late. Oh, cool, good. Lee Chong Wei, absolutely furious. Wow. Line judge is in the best position to see.
A little bit of nervy times for Lee. One line call, one unforced error. Just giving Lindan that little bit of hope.
Oh my word, I was going to say what a brilliant shot, but it's called out by the line judge. Lindan totally deceived.
Yeah, brilliant play by Lee. He's got to be confident. On that shot, it's 100% commitment.
Lindan immediately turning and looking at the umpire saying, did he hit the shuttle before it had crossed the net? Cross-court smash from Lindan earlier on. That was the one. How on earth did the Malaysian get that back?
Both players must be extremely tired. It's been a long game, and to produce quality and the length of rally, it's incredible.
Well, I'm not surprised if they're tired. An hour and 27 minutes already, Darren. This match in progress.
9-13.
Another one landing in, another misjudgment from Lee Chong Wei.
Yeah, he's often been hesitating at the back and then hitting the shuttle. This time he left it. Definitely in.
Well, from 6-13 down.
11,
now
13.
just 2 points in it. Now just the one.
We always said Lindan was good at the big points, and at the moment he's got himself so back into this.
That's going to go long, and he's back level. refusing to change the shuttle. Oh, goodness me. Pulled long of the back line. Gosh, that was close. I don't think it was the correct call, though, by the line judge. And Lee Chong Wei will be mightily relieved to progress from 13 to the match point.
Lee tried everything. Non-stop smashing. In the end, just run out of ideas.
13-14.
More pressurising the backhand side of the Malaysian. And what an extraordinary comeback from the world number one, Lin Dan. Looked down and out in this deciding game. 1-8 down at the change of ends, 6-13 down. And now it's 14-all. Now Lin Dan wishes to change the shuttle. Setting to 17 points. Well, that smash down the Malaysian backhand side has been devastating today.
He waited for his opportunity. Another long rally.
The umpire, Chris Taylor, telling Lin Dan to stay on court. to his knees, but there's still 1 point to go. He's not won it yet. So having saved a match point, 14-13, now Lin Dan has a match point of his own. His first match point after an hour and 35 minutes. Celebrations. What an extraordinary match. What a comeback. And Lin Dan is through to his third consecutive All-England final. Champion 2 years ago, last year runner-up. And a thrilling three-game match, both players acknowledging the crowd. Well, who would have predicted that? The final rally went on, and the fitness in the end. Lee Chong Wei almost at a walk and just couldn't push himself to get across court and retrieve the final block, which was played to perfection from Lin Dan. Wonderful celebrations. Confirmation of the score. 15-9, 10-15, 17-14, and he's through to his third final.
February on Sky Sports. Live cricket.
Oh, magnificent! Absolutely brilliant!
The Davis Cup first round at Rotterdam.
Just perfect.
European golf.
What a bonus.
The US Tour plus Accenture Match Play. And the Guinness Premiership and Super 14s. Enjoy the ride.
It's only a car. A car is a car is a car. With nuts and bolts and leather and cogs and steel and wood and glass, intelligent wipers and head-up displays, alloy and oil, sensors and sound, digital mapping and satellite tracking, twists and turns and smiles and miles, infrared eyes and self-drying brakes, and one little key. A car. It's only a car.
Free. Inside the Mail on Sunday, this weekend and next. A unique Art Garfunkel Collector's Edition double album. Don't miss disc one of this brilliant Garfunkel double CD. Free Inside tomorrow's Mail on Sunday.
After brushing and flossing, Sarah assumed her mouth was clean until she tried alcohol-free Dental pH, which she found surprisingly smooth and fresh tasting. Dental pH was specially developed to help fight bad breath, plaque and gum disease. Its antibacterial formula kills bacteria, then lifts and reveals it along with food and other particles so effectively you'll actually see what's removed in the sink.
Wow.
There's no other mouthwash quite like Dental pH.
For a long-lasting freshness you've never tasted before.
Vanessa, I don't know if I can explain to you in words what's happening to me.
What'd they do? Refuse to stop.
Any chance they're just civilians trying to get away from the fighting? The tragedy here is we're savages. We're thrilled to kill each other. We're monsters.
There's a little girl in the back. What do they do?
And war is what unmasks us.
Over There, new frontline drama, Tuesday at 10 on Sky One.
One of the most remarkable matches you're ever likely to see on a badminton court. The world #1 Lin Dan eventually overcoming Lee Chong Wei of Malaysia. 17-14 in the deciding game. It first went one way, then the other, and finished with Dan celebrating like is rarely seen on a court at the NIA in Birmingham, but it's an indication of just what it means to make the final of the men's singles for the third time. Lin Dan hoping to pick up his second title, won it back in 2004. And this final rally is an indication of how the whole match was played. Quite remarkable win for Lin Dan in the end. And Joe Davis and Simon Archer are watching the studio, were enthralled, as I'm sure you were at home. Simon, you can be forgiven. You got the wrong man. The prediction was wrong, but what an incredible match.
Yeah, my prediction wrong. I thought Lee Chong Wei was going to win it, and in that third game he looked like he was going to, but he obviously just didn't fancy it at the end. And but one of the best matches I've ever seen. Yeah, that really will be remembered for one of the matches of this tournament as well.
It did turn several times, didn't it, Joe? And it looked at one stage as if Lin Dan was just going to run away with it.
Well, yeah, winning the first game so easily and then 8-2 up in the second end, and almost nonchalant in how he played, really. Such skill, and he was just hitting the angles and hitting the line so perfectly and just making Lee Chong Wei look a little bit ordinary. He's just so quickly onto retrieving that shot. You see, he's just on his base the whole time. Makes the court like a postage stamp sometimes, the way he covers it. But he's always retrieving the shot, and one of his main assets is his cross-court drop, you see here, and then just waiting. I mean, Lee Chong Wei is so deceptive, but he just stood at the net and waited for that and killed it off.
It also illustrates, I guess, the vision, as we suggest, of the top players.
Yeah, I think Lin Dan at the start of this match, he was reading the game so well. He knew exactly what Lee Chong Wei was going to do. Knew where he was going to hit the shot, and he moved almost before Lee Chong Wei had hit the shot. As you saw in that last rally, he even waited at the net for one of them and gave his opponent a stare afterwards, and almost a little bit too arrogant, because that's when the match just started to turn as well.
It had everything, and so I know that these shuttlecocks are hit at 150 miles an hour sometimes off the racket. But it's also a game of touch, isn't it? And there's a couple of examples of some incredible soft hands.
Yeah, these guys have got everything. Skill, power. I mean, you can see Lin Dan missing that one, but the touch at the net here by Lee Chong Wei, twice you've seen get a tumbled net shot back and return it himself with another tight net shot. And that skill level really is only done by the sort of top 4 or 5 players in the world.
And it went down to the wire, Joe, and what a finish. It looked as if Lee Chong Wei had done enough in the final game, but Lin Dan just refused to be beaten, and quite inspirational at the end. Exactly.
I think Lee Chong Wei got a little bit tight towards the end as well, and Lin Dan just seemed to just find something within himself to go up that gear. I think there was a little bit of needle in the match, obviously, with Lee Chong Wei, telling the umpire about Lin Dan messing about with the shuttles, and I think Lin Dan really didn't want him to win. You can see it meant everything to him, you can see, and look at the retrieval on this. It's absolutely fantastic. Lin Dan just, as I said before, covers the court so well.
I think that was a big turning point, obviously, in the setting there, because I think Lee Chong Wei thought he was going to win that point when he picked off the knockoff at the net. And but Lindan, that's why he's world #1. He never gave up in that match, and he came back, and you know, he just showed why he's world #1.
And still the man to beat tomorrow on finals day. He's up against Lee Hyun-il, who beat Peter Gader a little bit earlier on. Also earlier on today on courts, Nathan Robertson and Gail Ems, the defending champions, were up against the world champions in the form of Nova Widianto and Lilian Natsias. Went well in the first game, Nathan and Gail winning it to 15-10. We pick it up at Nathan and Gail being 7-4 up in the second. Here's what happened.